Dinas, he's been so impressive this season. Have you made a decision of where he'll go at Cheltenham yet?
Not as yet. We'll leave him in the 2.5 and the 3 mile chases, and we might even do that at the 5-day stage and see what the ground is and who's left in the races. He goes straight to Cheltenham now. He's in good form, and try and keep him that way now for another 3 weeks.
Do you feel any sort of pressure with him, because obviously people are comparing him to Grand Cru? He has a similar sort of profile.
Yeah, I've probably made him, or I've given him that profile. It's nice pressure to have. There was probably more pressure with Grand Crus last year, but there's plenty of people that like to be having this pressure.
He's such a good jumper, Dinas. That should really help him at Cheltenham.
Yeah, he's a good traveller, jumps nicely, and yeah, like you say, it should help him at Cheltenham in whichever race he goes in. Good boy. All right. Good fella. All right. Good fella. Good fella. He's in the 2 races at Cheltenham, the World Hurdle and the Ryanair. Obviously, it's been a frustrating season this year. Disappointed in the Paddy Power. We cauterised his palate after that, and he ran a cracking race in the King George. But perhaps the hard race, the Argento came too quick for him possibly. All I can tell you is that he's the same horse at home at the Gallops. Jerry still rides him, and he says he feels no different. We found ulcers. He's been on antibiotics since as well, so he seems fine in himself. He has had a very easy time since. He's been out in the field most of the time. He's just cantering away now. He may go to Cheltenham, or it's possible he will go to Aintree, or might skip the rest of the season. We'll give him a racecourse gallop probably at some point, and that will decide where we go with him next.
And another promising prospect you've got is Goo Lanes, and you said he might head for the RSA?
The RSA or the 4 miler. Once again, we'll see what ground is and what Roger Brookhouse wants to do. He looks, or he appears to be, an out-and-out galloper. He's not flashy, he's workmanlike, very gutsy. If he was to get the 4 miles, then he'd be in with a great shout at the 4 mile. He'll definitely stay the RSA trip. He'll want every inch of that. He has to improve a bit for the RSA, but he's lightly raced and he's improving quickly.
He's only had 1 start over fences so far. Is that a concern at all for Cheltenham?
Well, normally it would be a bit of a concern, but he jumped very well in the Grade 2, and he has run in 2-point-to-points in Ireland as well, so theoretically it wasn't his first chase. He's still lightly raced, like I say, and there's definitely more improvement to come from him. He won't mind the ground, and he's a nice one that we've picked out for you, and one of our bigger hopes for the week at Cheltenham.
Buddy Bolero, he's just an out-and-out stayer. He'll head for the 4 miler?
Yeah, I think so. The 4 miler, the race for him. And once again, if he gets the trip, then he must be in with a great shout. Still lightly raced, has done nothing wrong over fences. I thought it was a good performance winning over 2 mile 3 over a trip much short of his best distance. And like I say, if he does get the 4 mile, he could be there at the finish. He's had all his runs for Pond House, and has improved with each run really. Once again, we've been patient with this fella. He was in to go to Cheltenham last year, but we didn't feel it was right last year. After we had a chat with Malcolm Denmark, and we thought we'd leave him. When he came back to us from Grace Muir's after the summer break, he'd grown again. He's a big horse now. Still got some more filling out to do. Be stronger again next season, but he appears to be an out-and-out galloper, and did it nicely. He's still very green. Did it nicely at Leicester. He's always been a good jumper of his hurdles, a good jumper of his fences. I thought it was a good performance first time out this season over 2 mile 3 to win at Exeter. That's not his trip. 3 mile plus is his trip. And he's a horse that hopefully next season will end up in races like the Welsh National and races like that. And like I say, if he does get the 4 miles, he's got to be in there with a shout.
But I know the package is heading to Aintree for the Grand National. Would he run at Cheltenham?
It's possible he'll have one run before Aintree, and that will be at Cheltenham, or he may go for the Grimthorpe at Doncaster. He's in good form, disappointed over hurdles last time, but I'm not sure for what reason really. He doesn't really want the ground we've been having this year. He will be much better horse on better ground.